Oh my gosh. But I just needed a little appetizer, okay? I just needed a little appetizer. This is really good, babe. Aww. Cheers, my friends. Cheers. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Shakayla. I create and share delicious plant-based recipes and inspiration. If you're returning, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. So if you saw my last video, I ingredient prepped items for this week. And now we're actually going to use everything that we prepped. I actually just finished creating content because that tahini Caesar salad dressing was so delicious. I wanted to recreate it, so I made a couple more batches of this. So yeah, that video should be up on my Instagram already, and if you're not following me over there, be sure to do so. So for lunch today, I'm going to use up the chickpea tuna that we made, and I also have some better, actually let me just show you. I have these bagels. They're pretty good. I mean, does it taste like regular bagels? No, but I enjoy them. It has a lot of protein. So like one of these bagels has 26 grams of protein. As y'all know, I am on my protein journey, so I'm actively trying to get close to or over 100 grams of protein every day. And fortunately with these, I've been able to, especially in the past. I haven't bought these in a while because they are pretty pricey, but I decided to go ahead and do it. But anyway, so I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have that chickpea tuna. Kind of doctor it up a little bit more, but I'm really excited to enjoy everything that we made in last week's video. I hope that video inspired you to ingredient prep or even meal prep, whatever your thing is. I hope that it inspired you to get in the kitchen because you got groceries at home and we saving money all year, right? Let's get into the first meal that I'm having in this video. I'm using these bagels up this week, okay? I'm determined. So yeah, just about to go toast this. This tomato is so beautiful. I really wish I could. I want to make this into a ribbon, but we're about to try to make this into a ribbon. That's probably not gonna work. It's just gonna be thinly sliced. Yeah, that should be good. Have an avocado right here. And I'm honestly just gonna mash the avocado on the bagel. So I'm just gonna mash it inside of here. There's the bagel. I also have some microgreens. I love using microgreens on my salad. You are probably wondering, Shakayla, how are you gonna eat that off camera? Because it will not be cute at all. For one of my meals for breakfast this week, I made a breakfast hash and I used the dino kale, sweet potatoes, and that fava bean tofu scramble that we prepped in the last video. I have a breakfast hash at least once a week because they are just so easy to put together. And even if you don't prep some of these items ahead, you can easily whip this up in 30 minutes or less for breakfast. You can prep it the night before and even just make it as a grab and go type of breakfast. So in addition to the kale, sweet potatoes, and the tofu scramble, I also added avocados, onions, and a little bit of hot sauce, and I really enjoyed this. If you've seen some of my previous videos, you know I love a good loaded sweet potato. So that's another meal that I made using up some of the ingredients that we prepped in my last video. I just sauteed some onions, garlic. I added in the crispy shredded tofu, and I seasoned that with some coconut aminos, garlic powder, onion powder, and a steak seasoning that we just had in our seasoning or spices cabinet. But you can definitely do the exact same thing without that seasoning. It's completely optional. And I just added some salt and black pepper to the baked sweet potato. I had some guacamole that I put down, the tofu and kale mix that we cooked up, and then I topped that with some plain unsweetened coconut yogurt and more hot sauce. And I also had some of the broccoli that we prepped on the side, and this was delicious. Good morning, friends. So today I decided that I want to make a breakfast quesadilla, and oh my gosh, I could taste it now. I could taste it now. So what I'm gonna be using is the tofu scramble. So glad I prepped that. I'm also going to cut up some of the broccoli as well as cut up a shallot. The thing is, I don't want to cook anything else aside from putting the quesadilla together. So the shallot is gonna be raw, which I imagine it should be okay. But I'm gonna be using these tortilla shells, so I'll just use 2 of these, one for the bottom, one for the top. I am going to also go in with some vegan cheese. This is the brand that I'm using. This is typically like one of my go-tos. I also like a few others, but this is the one that I have on hand. I'm gonna top it with some avocado as well as some microgreens and hot sauce. But I'm really excited. This should be delicious. I have the skillet heating up. I'm about to make my morning kombucha. And so I wouldn't say like this is a new flavor for me, but it's a flavor that I don't typically buy as often. I went to Whole Foods, like this is the Pink Lady apple. This is the good old faithful. Everybody knew about Pink Lady apple. But I went to Whole Foods and they didn't have the one that I typically purchase, which is the Synergy Peach Paradise. So I was like, what else can I get? But it's like, if you can't get what you want, then you might as well just find the best deal. So I just decided to buy a big old glass jar. That way I can just enjoy it throughout the week and for a couple days after that. And this is actually cheaper than buying, because I told you on the, not last video, but the video before that, that I would buy at least like 3 to 4 every time, like for the week. This was much cheaper than buying 3 to 4. And then this brand was also cheaper than buying the other brand. So I'm like, if you can't get what you want, you might as well just find the best deal. So we're about to pour that. Only thing is I don't have any coconut water, but I did wake up this morning to have some herbal tea as well as drink some water. So I'm feeling pretty hydrated. It's just time to pour this up. And there we go. Cheers, my friends. Cheers. Let's get into breakfast. Oh my gosh. This is phenomenal. And honestly, it reminds me of a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's giving quiche vibes. I might make this again tomorrow because, wow. Y'all, being real, I was not sure how satisfying that was gonna be. But I am so satisfied and it just tastes so delicious. Like, I'm already thinking about making it tomorrow because it was so good. Right now I'm putting my vitamins in my water. Y'all know I was previously putting it in my matcha. But someone had asked, they were like, is it okay to put the vitamins in the matcha? Like, does the heat cancel it out? And I'm like, you know what, you onto something. So I looked it up. Yeah, I should not be putting vitamins, like the vitamin drops, in the hot matcha. But what is that? I also take B12, so I have a B12 spray. Although you can get B12 from, I believe the main source of B12 on a plant-based diet would come from nutritional yeast. But I don't plan to eat anymore today, so I'm just gonna take my B12 supplement, which this is the brand Garden of Life. It's just a B12 spray. You take it by mouth, and it's just 2 2 sprays, and you put it in the fridge. So I'll see y'all for the next meal. Hello. So I had to make sure I didn't drop that with my chin. So for lunch today, I'm going to have my Caesar salad. So I have the romaine lettuce that we prepped, I have the kale that we chopped up, and then I have the crispy tofu. I'm going to put the crispy tofu, I think I'm going to put it in the air fryer to warm up because I want it to be crispy, of course. But then I also have the salad dressing that we made. I'm excited to use it again. And then I have some vegan Parmesan cheese that, there sir, ringing the bell to come inside, that I'm gonna use. So let's go ahead and get started plating everything up. Almost forgot that we had some sourdough bread in the fridge. So I'm gonna toast some sourdough bread to enjoy it with my salad. I picked this up from Whole Foods. Y'all, let me tell you, I tried to, let me back y'all up a little bit. I tried to make my own sourdough bread. I was posting on TikTok and Instagram. I had to do the starter. The starter is what, it was very tricky. So I'm gonna try again next month. But I really want to try to make my own sourdough bread. But yeah, anyway, I'm about to toast a slice up and then we get to enjoy our food, which I'm really excited because, as I told y'all, that dressing is delicious. Okay, y'all, I've been loving bagel sandwiches lately. It is a quick and easy lunch, so that's what we're about to make. I do like mustard, so I'm gonna add some of that down. The cucumbers, the microgreens. I do like to add a splash of red wine on my sandwiches as well. Add the tomato, the red onion, add some salt down. Also have like this table blend of seasoning from Mrs. Dash or Dash. So these are the slices. They're pretty thin. Do they taste like deli meat? No. So please don't buy it thinking that it does. But I think it's a really good alternative. Almost forgot. I wanted to add some banana peppers on here. This sandwich is about 38 grams of protein. There we go. That looks delicious. Ooh, that looks too good. Too good. So another thing that I prepped in the last video is this chia seed pudding. I just used some dairy-free milk, chia seeds, and I sweetened it with maple syrup. As far as the toppings go, I just like to enjoy mine with mixed berries. So I had some strawberries as well as some wild blueberries that I defrosted, and I topped that with some granola and this adaptogen honey, and I just love chia seed pudding so much. Okay, y'all, honestly wasn't even planning to record this, but it was just so delicious to me. I'm currently snacking, right? My husband has been out of town for work, but he said that, you know, for me not to worry about cooking dinner because he's gonna make some dinner. So he's at the grocery store getting a few things, but I just needed a little appetizer, okay? I just needed a little appetizer. So right now what I've been snacking on, I'm like killing it. I've been taking these crackers. So this is the crackers that I'm using. I really like them. I've had them in there for a minute, but they're really good. But yeah, so I've been taking these crackers, and then I've been taking a little bit of this dairy-free cream cheese from Miyoko's, right? I have the chickpea tuna. I'm snacking on the chickpea tuna. Oh, let me tell you what I really, oh my gosh, slow down. What I really wanted, but I really wanted to put the chickpea tuna and like use wonton wrapper, or yeah, wonton wrapper chips. So I was gonna take some wontons, put them in the oven and use those as chips and dip it in there. I'm still gonna make it because I know it's gonna be delicious. But anyway, I've been taking this, dipping the cracker with the dairy-free cream cheese in this chickpea tuna. And then because I just wanted it to have a bit more pickly flavor, you know, like, because it has the relish, it has capers, but that's still pretty mild. I've been taking an olive and putting that on top. So good. Now I really like the Miyoko's one because it already has like a slight twang to it, and maybe that's why it works really well. So I don't know if it'll work with any other, but it doesn't hurt to try it. But yeah, this is my little snack. I'm about to finish snacking on my appetizer, and I'll probably record him making dinner because I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. He already told me what he's gonna make, and it has everything that I like. Ooh, let's go. I'm keeping all of this in there. Why would you look at me like that? Oh my gosh.
Like the waiter at Olive Garden.
Oh, you stop, sorry. Y'all, it looks so good. He did that. This looks too good. This is really good, babe. Aww. Good job, Pumpkin. He's so sweet. I'm at Olive Garden.
All right now.
Okay, stop.
This is really good.
You did that. He made us some garlic bread on the side using sourdough bread. This is delicious. You 2 for 2 so far.
Oh.
So he previously made us on Valentine's Day. He had cooked us this crooked, but he made us a Tuscan soup. It was delicious. So he was like, I hope I'm 2 for 2. And yeah, you are. This is really good, Pumpkin. So we actually had to take a mini break from him doing the plant-based thing, but he's picking it back up next month. However, he's still, I would say like the fully plant-based thing, but he is eating plant-based meals. I told him he has to meal prep this for us because it's so good. Too good. But we're about to go watch the new episode of Abbott Elementary. But yeah, this was good.